Hey everybody, welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays Dune by Modifius Entertainment. I am the Game Master, Johananon.
The co-host Casualty CDG, and you can call me Gary. It's Wed Dunes Day. That means it's Dune all day, baby. We're playing Modifius's Game of the Year, tabletop role-playing game Dune, the 2D20 system that gives players a ton of narrative control, and I'll be playing the part of the treacherous Master General Essek Malakar.
And I am AD Swinger, also known as Corbinian, and I am a tabletop role-playing game and video game variety Twitch streamer on Corbinian, but you also will know me here as the ever-fair-minded Kesty York, a Space Guild envoy and servant of House Masarrah.
I thought Thomas was next. How could
Yeah, Thomas can go.
Oh, hi, howdy, y'all.
Sorry.
I'm Thomas Avenger, down here in Houston, and I'll be playing Tristan Kane, Spy Master.
I'm Laura K483, a variety streamer on Twitch on my own channel, cast member on the D&D channel Dungeon Select, and here I am playing the outwardly seeming, alluring, and naive Gwendolyn Asher.
I wanted to congratulate our cast member Thomas on his casting in the new show Anchovy. He's going to be playing the Bull Bulldozer. I just got that joke.
Move, fish, get out the way.
Very cool. So last we left off, you guys had painstakingly carved out this deal to perform a coup against House Ruckter. You guys have been planning this for a few sessions, kind of dealing with espionage, trying to figure out where everyone is, make sure that you're making the right move. And it seems like you have found something to go ahead and finally go ahead with. The Moon Festival, the alignment of the Moon Festival on Ruckter and the below planet Rachis. It seems to be the perfect time to strike, and after having hammered out a deal with the heir of House Ruckter, Tullivar, it seems that everything's in place and ready to go. So without any ado, how do you guys want to do this? You guys are on your planet. You guys could be on your way to the planet if there's nothing you want to do beforehand.
Is there anything that needs to get squared away?
Perhaps
everything looks good.
We should figure out for sure and inform the performer that needs to know of their job when Marcus and Tulliver end up on the stage. Make sure we know who's doing the deed.
Yeah, maybe we should go over the plan one more time, huh?
And go over the plan, and whatever you say right now is what's going to happen. So make sure that you say the right things, and then we'll see if the roles reflect the planning.
So Cassior becomes head of the household.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, wrong plan.
That was it, right?
That's totally it. So, correct me if I'm wrong, because I also believe last time we went over this, Spy Master, you weren't present, so this way we can make sure we get your input before we cross the T's and dot the I's. The plan was Tolliver on the day or night of the festival will tell us a time and place that he and his father could happen to become upon and kidnapped by some less than well-meaning people. When Tolliver would, of course, be in the know the whole time. And they would be then brought on stage and inserted into the plot as, like, exposed as the true villain in the story, when there's been, of course, oh, this is the villain all along. Surprise! It was actually this person. And Marcus meets an end befitting a villain on the stage. And Tolliver, in his anger and wanting to enact swift vengeance for his father, would get to enact that vengeance on his father's murderer, and that would be enough to sate him so war does not erupt between the houses. That was the tentative plan, subject to change.
Good plan.
I believe we just need to figure out who is the one then who is going to be dispatching of our villain, and not knowing that it might be their final performance. And they cannot be told that part. Otherwise, it's not convincing, you know?
Yeah, so
Why do they have to meet their demise? Why not just play an actor with a prop like we usually do and sell it?
I mean, I prefer that personally. I just wonder if Tolliver will be as amenable, given how uncomfortable he already seemed with the whole decision, even though he's committed.
If we did such a thing, we would need to ensure that it sells
Very
incredibly well, because we don't want.
I mean,
Because if the pieces fall, if the facade falls away, then it exposes.
that he was in
Our-
on it.
Yeah.
The actors in my company are prepared to die for House Masarrah.
Besides, we'll ensure he has
Seems
his
a bit
family's
harsh.
properly compensated.
Well,
yes. So all I need to know is who's carrying out the deal, and I believe that you guys are going to run some tandem stuff as well with this. Weren't you going to do other things at the same
Yes.
time?
So I believe Kesty York was calling in a favor to a friend.
At the same time.
Yep. So, unspoken on a meta level, what Kes York has done is he sends out a message to his assassin contact, called in that old favor, to target during the whole facade of our assassination of the House Lord. My assassin would go after the Swordmaster, who's after our War Master, if I remember correctly.
Alistar Griff. So you want...
why is someone after our War Master?
He misunderstood my intent to help.
I just look at the War
Why
Master
did
and go,
you
"Let's
introduce
call a
yourself
spade a
as
spade,
treacherous?"
darling."
What has happened?
So my character this is not his first War Master post, and his word of mouth going around, if you know anything about politics, it's that he's a treacherous War Master. And that's what makes him so valuable. He's dangerous. Even though he doesn't have the best army, he will get something done.
Well, I mean, isn't treachery like in defiance of leadership?
No, it's not always betrayal. It's also deception and just dangerous and unpredictable.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait a minute. I thought
No.
your duty was like to the king for your life.
I am
Why are
not
you treacherous? What happened?
I'm not yet known as
No,
the
he's just a
betrayer.
dirty dealer.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
He's just...
Maybe I'll be the treacherous betrayer by the end of all this,
So you're
but
gonna-
not yet.
You're going to call in the assassin's favor versus Alistair Griff during all of this. So
Yeah.
go
And-
ahead and remove assassin's favor from your assets.
Would Kesty been having that conversation with me, or would you have done that on your own?
I make it a personal call because I want to keep your hands
Clean.
clean because you have your own problems you're going to be dealing
Plausible deniability.
Yes, I know. I was just hoping maybe I knew what his skill set was, but I'll look elsewhere.
I do want to make a move to kill their War Master during all this too, but also on the down low.
Yeah, none of us in character know that.
Okay, so all right, so
I mean, why wouldn't you tell me?
I have 2 plans going. So what are you gonna do to kill their War Master during all of this? What's your plan? And also, are any of you gonna physically be there?
I am.
Beware at at the festival,
At the
like
festival.
at the stage. Yeah, I think I'm in the band that night. I'm playing
Okay.
music, so I'm like in the orchestra pit for wherever this is. If there is a pit, if not, it's just off
So
to the side.
everyone except for Ezek.
I said May. Not sure yet.
Okay.
because my cover in this group is that for the theater is that I'm the driver. I'm the shuttle guy. I'm the guy who arranges the flights.
There's a tour bus that shows
Oh,
up.
that's
that says
about what I was
Ivix on the
thinking.
side, and you're driving the tour bus. It's got a splash of Laura's face on the side.
Hey.
But like blue elf ears. No, if you're gonna, that was what I may have been down there to do, was just stay nearby a guild ship in case anybody needed a dip. But if that's what you're gonna do, then no, I don't need to be there.
Well, I'm thinking if you wanted to be near the action, as it were, I'm the orbital shuttle guy. You could be sitting standby in the Highliner if you need to personally intervene. Because the Highliner can just sit there in orbit for days, and there's nothing the locals can do. They can't make us go away.
I would like to attempt something else.
Oh.
Sounds like there's going
Do
to be
tell.
a lot of movement,
Chaos.
moving around, and
Oh, yeah.
very specifically moving leaders.
If any of
so
you
we
were
know-
waiting to betray the house or anything, now's a great time.
I already have.
Well,
Dear.
so
I'm stressed, y'all.
on my end, what is it? Hold on. Here's what I want to attempt to do is, since we know they're all going to be pulled away, right? We know security's going to be pulled away. Look over here, lots of different. When they leave that area, I would like to figure out how I can get a way to hack into their system, as it were, and pull everything out of it. I want to know every single thing I can.
You want to try and rob their intellectual properties?
I am not a hacker.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of different spies under my employ.
You have
So I think
spies.
it's plausible. I could have some that
I've given them
are
names.
more
So
skilled
you
than
have,
me.
like a host of spies, but there are 3 that are named that are like better. Let me see. I have them written down somewhere.
Their names are Laura, Gary, and Corbinian.
Let's see. You have Sarek, Muhat, and Gentin.
I was so close.
Because there's Gentin right there. In the
Gentin
bottom.
was
see
the
what
one
I've
that
looked-
infiltrated Daywin the other day.
Gentin, Sarek, and what?
Muhat, Muhat. But those are I gave you 3 like named, like those are your go-tos.
I'd like to demote Gentin if I'm able to.
Wow. Just like
and
that.
have her replaced. That was not a good outburst. She came back with 0 information, almost got caught multiple times.
She came back with some information.
Nothing that we couldn't have assumed correctly.
Let's see. Demoted. Alright. But yeah, so I need to know who's using what to do what during all of this, and then we can start rolling. And get all kinds of sexy.
I'll be using my squad of soldiers to kill their war master. That's what I'll be doing.
So your elites?
Yes.
Your whole elite squad.
Yes.
Alright, so your elite squad will be representing you. So the way this works is they do have it set up so that if you're not there physically, you get to play as somebody else. In this case, you are the elite troops of House Masarrah. Corbin, you'll be there as Kesty, and Gwen, you'll be there as Gwen.
Yeah.
I can be one of the elite troops.
Tristan, you could be, or you can send one of your spies.
I am planning on sending a hacker spy.
Which one would you
Muhat.
like to send?
I feel like Muhat's the hacker, man.
Okay. I'll make a note of that.
I feel like Sarek's like a sleazy ass. Like if I need something going on at a casino, I'm gonna get Sarek. But Muhat is gonna be the tech guy.
Sarek. All right, so Sarek's your black market. He's your black
That's how
market
I
guy.
feel like Sarek is, yeah.
I just think a sleazy ass is the worst type of ass.
No, it's
Swampy?
a sneezy ass is the worst kind of ass.
Oh!
Thomas's face. Muhat's the hacker type. All right. So you're sending Muhat. All right. So that means everybody's represented on this. If you have a plan, so right now I only have 2 plans going on. Well, I guess 3.
I'd say it's not so much a plan, but like what I'm hoping to do is when the actual like the killing of Marcus, and if Tolliver's actually killing someone, whether it's like either way, my plan is in the immediate aftermath to try and use my musical talents to help just kind of almost like soothe, make sure the crowd doesn't get too crazy, and help like use it to kind of bring like a keep everyone focused so no one's gonna look outward and like run off and go crazy, but also to kind of like soothe or tone down the what will surely be a minute of like oh my god and the chaos, but then just bring it back to focus and
part of the
story,
show.
and then also maybe like a nice triumphant fanfare at the end for Tolliver to be like, okay, that sucked, that was sad.
So you're
but
gonna
look,
literally
new
be playing up
leader coming in
the drama.
and like taking the
Okay.
reins. Yeah.
And then Ezek's going to be trying to kill the War Master, whose name is Fennec Crease.
We also need
my
to
best
get the head of their house into position.
Are you doing that?
Oh yes, who's doing the actual kidnapping?
Yeah, that's another thing I need to know. And then who's
Oh,
taking the
shit.
fall here as well?
I mean, an actor can take the fall. I don't care which actor.
But you were saying it was one of your guys. This
That's
is where
fine.
the confusion is.
Whatever. They're all our guys.
He's also an actor.
Yeah. Well, my yeah, because the soldiers are actors too, and the spies are actors. Everyone's actors.
Yeah.
In an ideal world, I was thinking because we already have spies there, the spy master would be the trigger puller on the kidnapping.
Yeah.
Because it's your people that are already planted ahead of us.
Okay.
Yep, they'll know.
So one of the actors is going to take the fall. Who's physically
Oh.
kidnapping?
I know who's taking the fall.
Ooh, Denton?
I know who's leading them out because he's already been there and knows the ins and outs of every single one of those places. Jenton.
Okay. Oh no, this
She's
is
the
a
one
different
going
place.
there, walk them out. Oh, this is a different place. I
Yeah,
thought this is the
no,
one
this
she
is
was
House
chasing.
Ruckter.
Okay, she's still gonna do it.
She can
She's
still do
so
it.
she's that good.
Redeem
No, she'll be the one that takes the sword on the stage after that. Also,
Okay. So Jenton's going to die. Who's physically kidnapping? The elite guards?
I thought Jenton was. Is Jenton?
oh yeah, both.
Yeah.
So you want her? I mean, she can try. But she's by herself. Do you want to send people with her or like what?
Yeah. No, I intended on her to lead that.
Lead a Okay, I got you. All right. Plan has taken shape. So,
Yeah, I think that my guys will make a lot of noise so that your guys can do what they need to do, and then my guys will need to slip off the planet via Corbinian,
Yep.
and that's my plan for my guys.
So once you get on the Highliner, that it becomes you have to argue with the guild to get them back off again. Which at that point is too late. Hopefully.
So, on on the planet Ruckter, moon, whatever. I have it broken up into 5 zones.
Can I send Sirach with Casti?
You can if you want to.
Casti, you mind if I send someone who may be interested in doing some smuggling with you? Are you going to be too busy to wait around for that sort of thing?
I'll be attending to the orbital shuttle, so as long as they're willing to evade the local planetary customs, once it's on the boat, it's Space Guild's problem. Therefore, my problem. But I'll be around if they want somewhere to put stuff. I do not mind. Especially since you'll owe me one.
It just seems like such a good opportunity. Well, I do have my own ship.
Not
I just
as
have
not a
things
pilot
to
that you don't
do.
have to pay off. I just want a favor, not money.
Being in your pocket is worse than money.
Ah,
How about we just stay out of each other's pockets for now, and I'll arrange something
No,
else.
get in each other's pockets. I want to see it. All right. But yeah, so the 5 zones of
Got
the plan.
something in my front pocket for you.
What you doing in my pocket?
So the palace, the training grounds, the port, and 2 separate factories are the 5 major zones of this thing. The festivities will be taking place mostly on the palace grounds. The training grounds are where Fennec Crease is supposed to be. Obviously, he's training troops. And there are 2 factories. They primarily produce. One of them does vehicles, like tanks and armored personnel carriers. And the other one does like armor and weapons. And so, if you guys recall, the zones are adjacent in certain order. So clockwise, it goes palace is adjacent to the port, which is adjacent to the factory, which is adjacent to the factory, which is adjacent to the training grounds, which is adjacent to the palace.
Boy, I put that in the wrong order the first time.
And then the training grounds and the port are also adjacent across the middle. So, if you need me to repeat any of that, obviously, no problem.
Yeah, run that back, please.
Is it Palace, Port, Factory, Training Ground?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the training ground connects back to the palace, but it also connects to the port. And so those are the zones you're going to be moving through in order to do whatever it is that you want to do. So it looks like Gary is going to be going here to the training ground with his elite troops.
Correct.
And then, so for your espionage, for your corporate espionage mission here, Spy Master, you can choose one of the 2 factories. Or you can try and get information out of the palace itself, but who knows what that would be like.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with whichever factory looks safer. I don't know. War Master's gonna be in the training grounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to that factory then that the training grounds is next to.
Directly adjacent to, so that's the tank factory.
What's the factory next to that?
The weapons.
All right, yeah, I think we know how weapons work. I'm gonna see how much information I can pull from that.
Absolutely. You're sending Muhat there. All right. And then Gwendolyn.
Unless there is a better place for me to pull it from, DM.
No, that's pretty good. Gwendolyn will be at the palace.
yeah.
And then I guess Cassie, you're kind of held up at the port. Yes.
I'm keeping our orbital shuttle warm, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. You're the getaway guy.
Getaway driver.
So, cool. This actually shaked out. I wasn't expecting you guys to be like all over the place. It's kind of exciting. So as far as the palace is concerned, the palace itself is also broken down into zones.
Oh god.
I know, right? But we'll kind of do that as we're going.
I was just waiting for you to be like, Zone 1's the computer hacking zone. Fuck you, Thomas.
Zone 2 is where they keep all of their magic items.
You don't have to tell me what they are yet, but just so I can leave space in my notes. How many zones are in the palace
5.
when we get to it? 5, okay.
7. 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 4, 4, 5.
So I just put them in the chat.
Nice.
And then when you get to barracks, it circles back around.
Yep.
So there's the royal quarters, the dining hall, the courtyard, the entry area, which you have to go through there. And then there's also the barracks, and the barracks connects back to the royals, and the barracks also connects to the dining hall.
Yep.
And so that's kind of the thing. The thing is to note is that between the palace and everywhere else, there is a wall that is guarded, so you can't freely move in and out of there.
Yep.
And then so now you guys have the gist of it. That is what you guys are about to assault.
Yep.
So, without any more ado, you guys. Oh, that was weird. When I did that, we got a new light and it made the noise. But yeah,
Thanks for the like.
you guys fold space to the moon of House Ruckter.
Casually fold in space.
It's casually folded. Well, it's nothing casual about it. You got to do a bunch of hardline drugs.
Yeah.
And it's still easier than folding a fitted sheet.
Oh man, wow.
I saw that coming.
But yeah, so you guys get there. Your people are at the port. Successfully, you guys do that. It's not too difficult to do that. Because of Kesty. I'm not going to make Kesty. I'm just going to say, Kesty, this is me saying you're part of the Spacing Guild. This part's easy.
Yeah.
So just in case you're like, oh, but I'm in this bit. This is it. Right now, it happened. Oh, wow. Thanks, Thomas, for subscribing.
Hey.
You know what? Screw it. You can have a momentum. There you go.
Hey!
Party momentum.
How many more can
There
I
you go, guys.
buy?
Pay to win. Pay to win. Let's go.
Yeah, go on. Give us $5 a month, and I'll start throwing momentum your way. Sorry, but yeah. So you guys are in the port with everyone that you said is there. So, in order to move, you're gonna need to get to where you're going. Who wants to go first to get to where they're going?
I think it's in our best interest to let Laura get where she needs to get first before we start blowing shit up.
Because I don't really have anything to do until stuff really goes down in the performance. Like, I am just a musician. I'm just gonna try and use my skills to help use music to keep things chill at the end. So, but do I have to so we're RPing just me getting to the courtyard and getting to the stage just in case? Is that what I'm hearing?
More or less. So
Oh,
your
boy.
insertion
Okay.
is pretty easy.
Yeah.
But we will go through it just to set
Okay.
the scene.
Yeah.
So you leave the ship with a contingent of other entertainers, and embedded within your ranks is Jenton as well. She's dressed very nicely, but kind of like an understated way where she's not like, hey, look at that. Like, she's just pretty. But you guys,
How do you spell her name?
Jentin.
Okay, cool.
That's not how I spelled it.
I probably spelt it wrong, even though I made it up, so it's all good. I'm sure I managed somehow. But yeah, so you guys make your way. It's a very low. It's prettier than you were expecting for a military planet world. But you do see troops everywhere. You can see them off in the field drilling with tanks. They're practicing following behind them, covering. You can see it across the way. You can see them loading up stuff in the port. Tanks are going all over the place. And you see a lot of people are buying this stuff from them. It's not... I mean, you could probably... you could probably find stuff out if you really wanted to, if you had a mind.
I feel like I don't want to push it. I know that we already have a lot going down.
Yeah.
I want to not look sketchy. I'm a musician. I'm here to play. That's it.
You're
That's
all about
I
the
want
mission.
anyone
No
to think.
problem. You might take pause as an explosion goes off in the sky. Big old fireworks display starts to kick off the Lunar Festival. It is getting to be nighttime, so the alignment is about to be in full effect. And you're going to be on one of the moons that's doing it, so that's cool. But so ahead of you is a giant wall. It is less beautiful than you would expect your wall to be, but it's very utilitarian. It's very built for use. You can see the reinforcements, they're obvious. It looks strong. You can see the gun emplacements all along the wall. You see troops doing very disciplined patrols. And you enter behind other partygoers into this palace. The palace itself is also pretty plain. Its structure is very dome-like. And you would imagine it could take some punishment if it came down to it.
And just to add to the whole setting, the scene thing, my normal ensemble, I've changed my outfit. So now rather than being kind of strapless, sleeveless, corset style dress, it's now kind of one arm and a diagonal cut. The arm that holds the violin would be completely bare. But then over here, there's a really like kind of gauzy, shimmery crimson fabric, and it has like stuff that kind of also like bits that trail off of this arm, so it'll look really nice when the bow moves, and it'll be nice and funky. And then one really, really long dangly earring on the ear that would not be near the violin, and then just like a diamond stud with like a chain kind of going up and clipping to the top of my ear on that one, so it doesn't get in the way.
That's
very much
cool.
a whole outfit designed to enhance the violin playing.
Excellent. So yeah, you're dressed great. You look great. People will take pause and look at the courtesan of House Masarrah as she walks. I'll say one of the actors even holds your trim or whatever, your trail, just to add to your beneficence. But yeah, so as you're walking in, there's music that's playing, trumpets hail people coming from all over this House Ruckter's various holdings. And you'll notice that there are people representing House Ruckter here. You imagine the heads of that house are at the planet below, but they did send representatives.
Okay.
And you'll even notice there's a woman here that you recognize. Soren of the Chom Consortium is here.
Okay.
She looks great. She's dressed. She's
I give
dressed
her a
all.
little wink as I walk past whenever I see her.
She'll smile at you and she'll like nod, not wanting to mess with your professionalism. But she is here. But yeah, so eventually you do make it into the entryway, and once you get through like the outside, the inside's much prettier. It's no House Masarrah once again. Your house is probably one of the more beautiful ones, but it is it's kind of cathedral-y and gothic in style. And you actually will see some like Catholic admonishments adorning the walls, giant crucifixes.
God.
And it smells very clean in here. Yeah, I know, right?
Just ruins the whole tackiness.
Well, at least they're bad guys.
Yeah. Hey, that's all relative in this game. But yeah, you guys are the murderers. Don't forget.
I was like, we're the bad guys. Let's be honest. This is a villain campaign.
But yeah, so eventually, after you get out of this grand entry hall, you are led to a side. There are guards everywhere, like on the off-limit areas, like keeping people heading towards the courtyard where this is kind of happening. And you will wind up going out there. And that's where they have the stage set up. People are walking around eating. That's where that stuff's happening. So your insertion into the situation is practically preordained. You're allowed to be here.
Yeah.
The phrasing of that was very Dune, I'll point out.
I do try. But yes, who wants to be inserted next? Who wants to go to their location next?
Well, I got some spies that need to be where they're supposed to.
All right, who do you want to move? Jentin is technically, she's already in the palace. Mahat needs to be in position.
Yep, Mahat needs to get there. He's going to be wearing some what looks like field scrubs, mechanic scrubs, or something like that. Make it look like he needs to be over in the factory that he's in.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a. You can do deception, or you can do communication, or you could do move to try and get him.
Espionage, deceit, deception.
Yeah, that'll work in this case.
Communicate.
If it doesn't work now, I don't know when it would. So, yeah, this will actually take a roll. I will factor in your costume to lower the difficulty a little bit.
All right.
Love a good costume.
How's that, baby?
Yeah, so
I fucking knew Muhat was the shit.
So, you can bank one of those.
All right, banked.
Absolutely.
So you bank one.
Two.
The other three, what they're going to do is instead of having to roll to get from factory to factory, you're just going to get there. Like that's a very good roll, and it shall be rewarded with you are now in the factory.
He's got a little helmet and a bright yellow vest and a clipboard. No one's saying shit. But that guy knows what he's doing.
He sees a lot of interesting things as he's going through the weapons factory. They do have some pretty interesting sword technology.
Taking pictures with them glasses.
Yeah. And they're doing some interesting stuff with shields as well in there. But yeah, the tank factory, they have some impressive shit in there. That's where you are now. They have some kind of regular tanks with like multiple barreled energy weapons on top, but then they're making something big as well. You're not sure what it is, but you could find out.
I'm going to wherever their mainframe I can get into that system as soon as I get everything else, and we're going to get into whatever other system this military setup is tied to.
Mr. Ezek.
Yeah.
I take it you want to move your elite troops now.
I would like to move them straight across from the port to the training ground.
Which you can do. That is by design to make it easy to move troops. So yeah, go ahead. Similar roll as to what Thomas made. So you can do communicate or you can do move.
What if can I use battle tactics or?
In this case, yes.
Yes, I like that.
You're moving troops through a city and trying to be cautious about it. I'll allow it.
I've rolled 2 successes.
It's not bad. So, you are able to get them from point A to point B without too much ado. A couple people do shoot some glances your way, but it's quickly dismissed as, oh yeah, troops always moving around here. It's probably just something, It's a high traffic area. So you're in place now.
I'm liking being in place. How's everyone else feeling?
I'm good.
All right. Yeah, I'll do the thing.
So you're ready to get started.
I'm ready.
All right. I guess Jenton's gonna have to do a kidnapping. Are you trying to wait for her to do that, or?
I want to make noise first.
Okay.
And those two sort of things should be happening at the same time. But then the fallout after that should be easy for everyone else to move around because of us making noise. Hopefully. That's the plan.
Cassidy, during all of this.
I was about to ask.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was about to ask if there's anything I needed to help with my favor to fire. But...
Yes. Interesting turn of events. You have told her to kill Alistair Griff, the sword master that was in charge of the Black Moon. You guys destroyed a lot of the Black Moon, and there's a festival going on this person's home planet. They're here, and you see the assassin that you owed you a favor in the port, stalking them. So that's not according to plan, but it can still work.
Could I possibly? I want to increase their chances of taking the Swordmaster out because I know an assassination of this scale is kind of difficult. You're not fighting just any old person.
Oh yeah, they're a swordmaster of a military house. They're pretty good.
Yeah. If the assassin gets caught, they're screwed. They can't win that fight.
No.
If I could, I was hoping to try to pry my understanding of Can Lee to inform my assassin as to the best way that not only hits the target but doesn't expose, that doesn't break Can Lee. So you can use a bomb, but you can't use it to hurt a crowd, for example.
Yeah.
And I'm like, here's some places you could try doing that.
So you want to try and help your assassin do this cleanly. Hey, go ahead and give me a Can Lee. Understand? Or...
Understand, yeah.
Yeah.
Understand. It is duty I'm playing this on because I'm doing this because I'm helping the War Master out.
And you're trying to maintain the rules of engagement. So your house, yeah. No, absolutely.
And, gosh, Sorry, I'm debating doing something very, very dumb, but also very important.
Now's the time for dumb actions, man.
It's true. I am going to... You're all going to hate me. I am going to give you a Mitful of Threat.
Oh.
Oh, not just a little threat. I'm going to buy up the maximum amount you can buy.
How much is that?
That is 3 additional dice on your 2. That costs me 1 and 2 and 3 more. That is 6 threat to you.
Thanks, Corbinian.
You're welcome.
It's fine.
What?
Now we have
I'm
someone
doing
to
you a
blame.
favor.
We now have someone to blame when this all goes downhill. It's fine.
I'm doing you a favor. It's fine.
Oh shit! Step 1: 6 threat for the game master.
Where do
No,
I
Ralphie.
spam my points to
It's
boot
about to be
players?
12 when it's my turn. 2 can play
Six
it
more.
there.
6
Oh, it's
more.
already at 11.
Oh shit!
It's FYI. We started
That's
with
three.
some from last session.
Is 3 hits enough?
Three is enough. I'll allow 3 to be plenty.
To explain quickly why I was buying that many dice, one of the 2 things you can do with determination, one is to buy 2 hits out of the gate. The other thing is if you roll and you whiff, you can spend determination to try to re-roll the dice. So the more dice I roll, the more I could possibly re-roll.
Yeah.
That's what I was scared of. I was scared I was going to roll crap and be like, well, I need a way to re-roll, and I don't have a whole lot of ways to do it.
So no, yeah, you have enough there to successfully inform them the best route. So what you're going to do, you are assisting them.
I probably essentially just created an asset for them to use. Here's info.
Mostly, yeah.
Good luck.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, you essentially gave them like a map with an X on it, and that's where the anvil's going to fall.
Here's a mem quarter. Go here.
So yeah, that is happening. I guess Gary wanted to kick it off, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
Gwendolyn,
think
you start your performance. You're playing your song, and everyone stops and watches as the War Master's troops make their move.
Oh man, what a beautiful scene! So the music's playing during
Yeah.
the fucking montage. Oh, that's great. Love it.
Kate billowing.
We get really
slow-mo.
big death music. Very dramatic.
So you'll see 4 Crimson Elite down in a ditch with their backs, backs against the ditch, looking up over. They see the building they need to go to, so they run towards the building and stab like 3 or 4 guys on the way in, and then blast through the front door.
So you're going to move aggressively and loudly to assault this facility.
That is correct. We got up on it, nice and quiet, and now it's time to unleash 4 spears of hell.
All right, go ahead and give me a battle check here. This definitely seems like battle.
It is battle, yeah.
Also seems like a show of force, so use power, if you don't mind.
Battle power.
Well, I mind. Power is not the solution to all problems.
Would you like to spend any momentum or give me anything?
No, but may I use tactics?
Yes.
I've rolled 2 successes.
Okay. So yeah, you guys do stab several people on your way in, and you cause an explosion. Stuff goes off while the violin is crying out, and you make it inside what is essentially the main building of the training grounds, where you think, or where you're pretty sure Fennec Kreese is residing. When you get in there, because your successes were you do encounter an immediate, this is combat now. There are other troops in there. You do not catch him completely unaware or alone. And he is a war master, so he's pretty sure.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in his place.
No. Let me see. Now's a good time for something else to happen here.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
I hate it when they get tangled myself.
I am your brother's father's nephew, son's roommate's friend from college.
What does that make you?
Absolutely nothing.
But yeah, so now you're face to face with them. They're gonna try and beat your guys down. Go ahead and fight. Give me what? How do you want to fight them? What's your plan here?
Battle tactics power? or should I do battle tactics duty?
I mean, if it was duty, I feel like more of us would know, or anyone else in the house would know what's going on.
I don't feel like
it seems like a secret power thing for you.
It does seem power. It does seem
Now
like
you
power.
got it.
Yeah.
Well, let's do it.
Are you gonna
Roll
go naked?
4
Oh
successes.
shit! All right.
Oh, hell yeah.
The Crimson Elite are when you watching them fight, it's not just watching guys with spears or
watching
guys
the
with
Matrix.
swords. Yeah, they're twice as fast as everybody else. They kick off of each other, jump off of each other. There are swirling wild spears everywhere. And
It's
at some
almost
point,
dance-like, because they're also performers.
It is.
Oh,
and
there
at
you
some
go.
point, you realize that these Crimson Elite might not just be regular Ixians or regular humans.
Yeah.
They might have been handpicked for some greater or from some other population.
So the other part of this is that the troops that are with Fennec is they are some of the better trainees, but they are still fresh. They are untested. They are uncut. They are green. And so your guys kind of murder the shit out of them. That's a lot of successes, and I did not roll quite as good. So Fennec is now facing off against what, 5?
You dare come into my house?
So I'm going to spend some threat here.
Oh, well, here's the threat coming in.
We knew it was coming.
When we gave him 6, there's no way.
I'm going to spend 3 for 2 extra dice. And he is going to attempt to not die and try to kill some of you guys.
That's a good idea for him.
It's fair. I feel like attempting to not die is, a legit strategy.
If I use a statement, doesn't that give me a thing?
So when your statement, so anytime you want to use a, what are they called?
Determination.
No, the
Talent,
the second thing, the
asset.
fuck, my bad.
Drive.
Yeah, drive. Anytime you want to use a drive. The reason, so it's harder to use the drives that are higher numbers because they have statements. If your statement doesn't align, you can't use it to roll. And also, it can come into play when using determination.
I think I want to use something here against this guy. And my power statement is we gain power by crippling our most powerful enemies.
I mean, that's true.
Pretty spot on here.
It's pretty spot on. I do have a number here that you need to beat of successes. So
does that, when I use that statement, does that add an extra? Can I do an extra thing? I want to do an extra die.
you have to spend momentum or give me a threat to get extra die.
I will. Do we have momentum?
Yeah,
Yeah, we have 2. Yeah, I'll spend momentum. This seems like the time to do it.
So you can spend 1 to gain a dice.
Kill this guy.
And then if you wanted to buy an additional one, because he did buy a couple dice on his end, you could spend 1 momentum and one of his and give him 1 threat, and that would get you an additional die.
Yes.
Because you can mix and match.
I do want to do that.
Okay, so you give me a threat, you spend a momentum, you have a dice pool of 4.
Got it. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for the clarification, everybody. And I've rolled 4 successes.
Oh, baby. Let's go.
Oh.
You come into my...
Die.
They're just standing him around him like a pincushion. Just.
You think there's like the Key and Peele like door guys like, oh, he done come up in his house and fucked. Oh, damn.
So on higher difficulty things, the complication range goes up. Okay, you understand?
Mhm.
So here's your
Oh, I see what you're
complication.
saying.
Nice. So here's your so on a 19, that is a complication at this level of difficulty. The tent opens as your guys are finishing this dude off. Like, he fights, he punches one of them in the face, he has his sword at one of their throats, another one of them knocks it away, and then they just kick his knees out and they have him in like a coup de grace pose, and the tent kicks open. And Alistair Griff walks in. What is all this? And he pulls out his sword. But with the advice of Cassie York, they have chosen a particular means of execution in this case. One of your guys sees Alistair Griff's cape go beep, 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 beep. And then So we're gonna go back to that scene later. There is a loud explosion that interrupts your performance. This explosion is heard in the palace.
Okay.
And so people are called to arms. They try not to disturb the party completely, but you do see a lot of troop movement. And then you see Tulliver and his father Marcus like talking. And Tulliver is like, let's go. And as he's leaving, looks at you.
Okay.
Oh, shoot, I know what he's doing. Damn it.
I don't. Do I have any way of communicating with either Kesty or Tristan?
You can communicate with Jenton.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whenever I have like a rest for a significant piece of music, I'm just gonna make one, and I'm kind of just gonna like elbow second violin and be like, hey, like take over my bit for a minute. And like gesture to Jenton. We'll come up with some sort of subtle like thing that means like I want her to walk by, as opposed to me being like, hey, come here, because it would look weird for me to probably be. And as she walks by, I'll just kind of like under the music whisper to I want her to get in touch with the spy master, because I'm worried that Tolliver might be deviating from the plan, and let him know that he and his father Marcus have just gone off, and which zone they went to.
So the them going off is actually part of the plan.
Oh, it is the plan. Okay, then never mind. Then instead it's then just a Jenton. It's hey, they're going.
Yeah, that's more like because they
Jenton's escorting them at this point for the kidnapping.
Yeah, he's trying to get him alone now, and that's why he glanced at you. Yeah.
Yeah. For a minute, I was worried it was him being like, "Sorry," like I'm reneging, and then like leaving. I was like, okay.
He's not doing it. This part of the plan.
The plan ultimately was to murder them on stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
To murder him on stage.
The father on
there's,
stage.
There's not
just the father.
Right?
Yeah.
Escorting the father to the stage.
Yeah, it's just the kidnapping, just for like an hour, 2 hours until we get them on the stage.
So Jenton uses this opportunity, sees the heads up, and then comes in and goes, "This is not a safe area currently. We're gonna move you to a safer space, VIP area backstage, and take him to the fucking green room, and feed him some M&Ms."
Okay, give me deception.
M&M's.
I'm gonna have this be since this is part of the plan. I feel like this is probably duty or something else if you could justify it.
For me,
Yeah.
Truth is also distorting the truth.
Truth,
definitely. Yeah, it's definitely not a duty.
Bananas.
Doggy number 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good boy.
Both of them are here now, and they both won up. And now I have them both.
Doggies. Oh. I want some doggies.
About
Oh,
3.
damn.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My lord, it's not safe to go this way. Come with me. And then, with the assistance of Tulliver playing along, they do get lured backstage.
So we have like a fake green room, which is where we're holding them. I love it.
And the play has started
right.
at this point. It is time for the play to begin. Some of the Masarrah players are up there interacting with other actors from around the sector.
Yeah.
And the play begins. Let's see.
And then
Mahat.
that's where they'll butter him up in the green room.
Yeah.
Makeup, massage. Hey, this is a special treat. This is all to get you out here in front of your people. It's gonna be a great time. You just have to walk out here. Here's all the brown M&Ms.
Candy in a van, you bastard.
Maybe he thinks he's gonna give like a big speech to his subjects on the stage, and it's gonna be a like honor the Lord in residence or something.
Stand right on that red X.
Hey, they don't know about that yet. That's like a whole new. It's so old, it's new. But yeah, so the explosion has caused a lot of distraction. Mahat in the factory will notice troops being pulled away as well.
Hey man, we're under attack. Go over there. I'll shut all this down. Mahat's gonna get after hacking.
Mahat, he's just a '90s guy, you know.
Yeah.
With Mahat, go ahead and try to get. I feel like this is gonna be understand.
How about
And then
discipline?
potentially truth
Espionage.
or espionage. Yeah, this is corporate espionage, like literally. So, and then truth or something else. I don't know. I feel like truth is the best one for this.
Truth. He who holds the truth holds all the keys.
Yep, that's a good one. Yeah, because you're literally trying to hold the keys with the
True
truth.
passes.
So,
Yeah, man.
he does manage to rip some information out of his hard drive.
Those tanks and weapons, like, is anything automated? Can I give an assist to the War Master out there in the main grounds by cutting off lights or deactivating turrets or something like that?
Ooh, yeah. All right, so if you want to assist, so your mission is done now. Mahat is done.
Mini game time.
Yeah, Mahat did the thing. If you want him to then make a judgment call to go assist the War Master now that shit's going out the fan, he could try to cause a distraction. There are automated systems all over the place.
How many tanks?
And
are
by
in this
automate,
warehouse?
I guess... Shit, there aren't automated things. Never mind.
Remote
No.
control.
There are remote
Not
control.
automated.
Yeah, remote control.
Because automation is against the
Oh.
Valerian Jihad.
Oh, if I can get into that remote control, this force attacking them is about to get mowed down by their own shit.
Alright, so you're going to have to get to a control panel. So, you don't have to switch zones completely. There are, like, in between the zones, there are, like, guardhouses. Get to one of those, and then you can... So, you have to infiltrate a guardhouse, and then you have to hack into the system, and then you can remote control the thing. So, let's go ahead. I do like the plan. So, go ahead and give me a move something.
Own pilot. So any tanks in this warehouse that can move me, or I mean, I don't know, what's this warehouse look like? Do they have little segways that I can zip around?
They
on
do.
to
I mean, they
the
do
next
have
area?
vehicles. Yes.
Is it far enough away that I need to, like, a vehicle would be better?
Not really. It's pretty close.
Okay. All right.
You're going to like a
No.
local hub where you can control the local guns.
Okay. So I'm just like scooch a couple rooms down.
Yeah, you're just going down to the road to the like checkpoint.
Which drive is this? I guess this is power.
It's all about that power.
I only just realized how you were spelling Kane. I've been writing it Kane in my book the whole time.
No, it's like canes, like raisin canes.
Bit of an
Yeah.
economy.
I don't think that has a Y.
Oh, it doesn't. You're right. So your guy is like up against the wall of the barracks. Thomas disappears. That's okay. And he's back. He's mostly back. He's almost back. I love that picture of him too. She's like, "Fuck you." It's funny. I don't know. Hi, Thomas. You're muted.
You muted.
It looks like the button on Discord itself is muted. Because I can see the symbol, which means that it's Discord.
That's weird.
You're weird.
Bye.
So we're gonna shoot back over for a second here. Casty, from your perspective, things are going down. People in the port seem nervous now because there's been a large explosion over by the training camp. But also, right now, you do see a lot of interesting faces here at the port purchasing large quantities of arms and armaments. Do you want to try and garner any information about this?
Yeah, I'll have like one of my fellow orbital shuttle assistants, kind of, because I'm not leaving the controls for any length of time. But I'll get someone like, hey, like, and I'm actually super calm about it. It's like, yeah, could you go down and see if there's any what the big business is down there? We might be able to get something on the side. Like, I'm not phased because I know that the explosions in Havoc is supposed to be happening.
Yeah. Yeah. So, go ahead and give me a understand check of your own. Potentially using truth, and that's to try and figure out if you can find any information about all these weapon sales.
Truth. Understand truth. Yeah, I'll just roll it flat. I don't have a reason to really push too hard on this quite yet, and my statement does not drive against it. Does my being a guild agent matter in this at all?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll apply that trait, as it were.
What is that? Oh, Raising Cane's.
Yeah, super long link to chicken is what it is.
I don't have a focus for this.
Long Link to Chicken was my nickname in high school. Yeah. So with two successes, you are able to ascertain some of the people that are buying up these armaments. Most of the names are kind of meh. You know, there are houses here and there that you know that are in conflict with other houses. You don't really seem like it will pour over to you too much. One of them is a little more concerning. Fuck, I forgot their name. Oh, right. Let me write it down before I forget, even though I shouldn't. So you do notice that a large portion of these, a frightening amount of these military supplies are being purchased by House Ruckter.
Ooh, that would make sense.
That's just information you garnered from here. They are buying Ruckter weaponry.
From hacking? Or someone else just found
Oh,
it?
no, that's from Corbinian Find Out in the port. I moved over to him while you were fixing your stuff for a second.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened.
Nah, man, it happens.
I'll have the people who got me this information, and then I'm gonna dictate it into one of my mem quarters.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a few copies, like 2 or 3, like not a ton. That's a lot for me, but it's one for me and a couple for other people. But that'll be a future delivery of that intelligence.
Okay.
I can't send it safely. I want to tell certain people, but I can't leave the ship.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, so something's up with them. They're getting ready for some sort of military action.
You know what I'll do, because I like my new client on Arrakis, and I don't like Harkonnen, the former people of Arrakis. I'm gonna make a few radio calls up to the Highliner, and I'm just gonna make. I can't halt them. I can't halt the movement of stuff. I'm not that powerful, but I want to make it as annoying as possible for Harkonnen to move anything out of here.
Gotcha.
Just to be a tack in his shoe.
Give me a communication check here.
Communication. Jeez.
Duty, I think maybe.
Oh wait, no, I'm not linked to the guy.
You are trying to aid an ally, so you could do duty. You could also do power. Maybe.
Power makes more sense because my duty statement doesn't really help here.
Okay.
I am going to use communicate, and what I will do, I am going to make someone mad at me, but that's fine. I'm going to put on a mask of power and imply certain things that I know that perhaps maybe it is not in the guild's interest to be moving such things at such a rate due to the current new tax code that's coming through the land strat. There's no such thing, but I'm saying that as if I heard it from a friend of a friend.
I gotcha. Yeah, no, so you do make up a piece of information that does help with this. Yeah. So
I will
ahead.
grab a momentum off the table for an extra die.
That will lower the difficulty of this.
Could I use the focus of innuendo in this case? Because I'm trying not to be on record openly defying him. All right. I'm just picking on Harkonnen. That's a smart thing for me to do. I like living for a long time.
Yeah, you're in dangerous water right now, but hey. Not bad. So you do successfully slow down the movement of military assets for House Harkonnen, which is the unintended consequences that you're gonna let well, I mean, meta knowledge, you guys know, obviously,
Yeah.
they destroy Atreides. So you guys are kind of delaying that, which is interesting. You're fucking with the canon there.
We're fucking
But
with the
that's okay.
timeline.
I like it.
TVA
I like it.
is gonna be on our ass.
Yeah, Tom Hiddleston shows up.
Man, this
I
campaign.
mean, if you
Loki's
tell me Tom
further.
Hiddleston shows up, I'm just gonna do it like 50 more times. So
Yeah,
don't
this
tell
just
me
keeps
that.
getting better and better if we get Hiddleston. The only thing Dune needed was Hiddleston.
Oh,
He's the new Paul Atreides. But yeah.
he's grown up, Paul.
So
in
good
the
job,
time.
Kesty. Thomas. So your guy does successfully move outside. You're on the outside of this guard station, essentially, that does have control of some of the turrets. And he is able to get inside. What do you want to do now?
I'm gonna peep with my peepers because I don't want to be a sitting duck here just chain gunning something for no reason. So I'm gonna look and see like best course of escape for where War Master and his crew are versus what's bearing down on him. And I'm just going to spray as much as I can to force those guys back to get him an expeditious retreat. But I'm not going to fire for more than 10 seconds before Mahout runs back to
Gotcha. All right. Give
his
me.
equipment to dip.
So he's going to have to break into these systems. Give me an understand check. And then I need to look at the character sheet.
How about
No.
pilot?
Yeah, pilot could work. I'll allow pilot to be used for remote control again. That seems right. And then you can use duty because you're trying to help out your house friend. You use justice. I don't know why I just like justice. I think.
Yeah, fuck these guys. Let's pour some justice down on this corporate military complex.
So understand justice. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah. Am I using the focus? Just power must be brought together so that whatever is just may be powerful, and whatever is powerful may be just. What do you think there, DM?
Yeah, sounds fine. Your guys' statements are pretty. Ooh.
Well,
Well, that's
two.
interesting.
And
That's
a
complicated.
crit. That's double crits.
yeah.
The turret explodes.
I don't know why, but in order to make note of what just happened, I wrote the number 11 and circled it. Don't know why. That doesn't help me. But yeah, so
It's
your
code.
guy,
It's secret code.
your guy starts shooting.
Buffering mid-thought.
So we're gonna go back inside the tent.
Maybe it wasn't an 11 and it's a pause symbol.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Hey.
Yeah. Uploading around it.
So Crimson Marines, a guy is about to explode in front of you. What do you do?
Recite the litany of fear.
You have like a half second here.
Fear is the mind killer.
In the half second, they're going to stab their
Cape armor.
spears. All 4 spears are going to meet in the middle of their war commander's neck as the bomb explodes.
You do not need to roll for that.
Yeah, they're gonna finish their mission.
Alrighty. So,
Just picture like a squad of gray worms.
the bomb blows up.
That's exactly right.
Several of your guys are hurt. One of them flies out towards incoming troops. Those incoming troops have your guys pretty much dead to rights because of the explosion. But then one of the turrets just begins to fire on them. And they take cover in one of the ditches. During all this commotion, the guy that got blown out of the tent is toasted. Between the bomb and the chain gun complication, that one of your Marines dies, but three of them are fine, which is good for a bomb explosion. That's what happens when you get 2 complications on the same thing. But yeah, mission accomplished. Alistair Griff is super dead, and so is the War Master. Fennec.
So that's the sword. Okay, yeah. Fennec was a war. So the War Master and the Sword Master are both dead.
The Sword Master is pretty much dead. He's a torso.
Man, I mean, come on, y'all. We are one head away from a full-on coup d'etat here.
Oh, we didn't tell Tolliver about what we're doing with his other staff.
No, you did not.
I like it.
This
We
is
did not
all
inform him.
surprise.
That's my problem and yours eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Spymaster hip to all this. Jenton keeping him updated.
She
Gonna
can't
be some
keep you updated
angry-
live, but she will keep you informed when she can.
Just thinking of like mine and Tolliver's interaction, like that's gonna be some real angry stuff.
Yeah, he's gonna be. Yeah, there's a whole lot of complicated stuff
Yikes.
going on. So, Mahat and the Crimson Marines need to make their escape, but we're gonna go backstage because the big scene is coming up.
Oh boy.
Jenton gets.
She's got a prop knife that she's been showing him as like part of this scene, and then we're gonna and you're gonna die for your people, and it's gonna be so great. And we get out there, she's just gonna fucking stab him.
With a real knife.
Yep.
So, in order to talk him into the actual gallows themselves, essentially, you're gonna need to give me another communication deception.
Oh boy.
Communicate deception.
And I'm gonna spend threat.
I just said the way we're describing it is why if he's like, why do I have to do this? It's like, think about the morale boost and like the message you're sending that you get to like, kill this man on stage for like just like the power, the prestige. Like this is what you do, blah blah blah.
I have spent 3 threat to make this more difficult. I have raised the difficulty on this check. So FYI, when you're making your check, know that it is more difficult than it normally would be.
Most checks are base 2, and he's probably upped it by at least 2 more.
So in my head right now, I'm going, what would Corbinian do? And I'm going to give you the maximum amount of threat that I can to kill this fucking guy.
Yep.
Because this is kind of the linchpin of the plan here.
It really is. It does kind of fall apart a little bit.
Get out there at the end, and she just biffs it.
You have
like,
5 dice. And yeah, you have 5 dice. The difficulty is about 4. It might be 5. Who knows? Only I know.
Only you.
How's that?
Worth it. So worth it.
Yes.
So worth it.
Holy hell, that was the roll we needed.
The stream cuts off most of them. The stream, what you can't see is four ones and then 1 2. So 1 double success and then 4 single successes.
There can they see
Best
now.
roll we could have imagined.
There you go.
The guy's dead as fuck.
6. That is 6. That is 6 successes on her lying him into this thing. Because he wasn't game. He didn't want to be a part of this. But hey, Jenton is very convincing what she wants to be.
Hell yeah. Jenton MVP.
You can bank a momentum on this.
Please.
Because you do not need 6 successes. 5. Even though I spent threat, 5 will do it.
Yeah.
Just don't bank it for no reason. Like, no, you guys can't have it. I throw it in the trash.
So, he is standing on a platform underneath the stage, ready to be elevated up, with Jenton standing behind him, wearing a mask, and switching out a fake knife for a real knife. Yeah.
Worst case scenario here. Jenton kills them both.
Yeah.
Then
No! Well, actually, I mean, maybe it's not so bad if we kill Tolliver anymore because he's getting bit.
I mean, who knows?
Because we've killed the War Master.
If you wipe out an entire house, so you do have a hit of Canlia out on them, so it is technically legal.
Okay, this is what I was trying to see.
It does
whether or
not
she's communicating with me, because if Spymaster knows these fucking dominoes are falling, he's going to pull the trigger.
But then any
But if he
remnants
doesn't
that are
have
left
that
are
ability
so
to
gonna
communicate
war
with
us.
her, I want to know whether or not she would intuit to make that decision.
I think that she knows that their War Master is dead. I don't think anybody knows that their
No one knows exactly what happened.
No one knows the War Master is dead. And all we know is Kesty said
is
he
true.
could deal with
My
your
bad.
Sword Master problem. We don't
Totally,
know how.
totally my fault. Metagaming.
No, it's
Back to
understandable.
task at
This
hand.
this game, it's kind of okay sometimes because you're kind of playing from further back. You know what I mean? But yeah. So,
There,
oh yeah, go ahead.
So she would not.
I was just gonna
She's
say-
been feeding that guy M&Ms and
Yeah, she's been
wooing
busy.
him for the last hour. So you're right.
Anytime anyone feeds me M&Ms from now on, I'm going to expect my murder. Like, what is this? What are you doing to M&Ms to my
He
life?
keeps saying M&Ms like it's a murder food.
Yeah, like
This
it's a
is- no,
regular
that was-
assassination snack.
That's on his rider for the green room.
It's
Have
on
his
his
M&Ms
rider.
separated out.
Gwendolyn, during all of this, so they're on their platform going up. Where are you? What are you doing? Gwendolyn. A share.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
During
Murder
What-
and
what-
mystery.
They're about to
Well,
go. They're about to get on stage, and he's about to die. What are
Then yeah,
you
I'm still
doing?
playing. I'm just here to play the score as is written. The only time I might deviate is once the murder is happening, and I'm gonna try and read the crowd and do my best to use.
Okay,
use
so
it
you're gonna do
to-
something after.
so yeah. I'm not doing anything.
I just wanted to make sure. So they're up on the stage. So the platform raises, the smoke billows out. Up is standing this woman with a knife, wearing a mask, standing next to the two leaders of House Ruckter. This should not have been technically possible in this manner, but with 6 successes, she convinces them. I'm gonna allow it. So, yeah. So he thinks he's just playing a part. She's like, "You're such a funny daddy. You gotta be fun. It's the festival." And as the planets align, literally, like there's this blast of light across the surface of the moon as this planetary alignment happens. And yeah, the lights cut as he's stabbed in the heart.
Oh, good.
I'm not gonna make you roll because it's too perfect. You guys rolled enough, I think. Eventually, the lights come back on, and the guy's dead, bleeding out on the floor. Jensen's standing above him. But she is not in on the part where she dies. So that's not her intention.
Now I don't want her to die. She's been so legit. I'm like, I thought we were.
She's going to attempt to escape because she doesn't know she's supposed to die. That was not part of the
Should
deal.
have given
for her.
Tolliver the prop knife she was showing them, and then he could have also then fake killed her to look cool in front of everyone, and then.
That is what she did. So, it is entirely possible that happens, but she doesn't intend to die here. So.
Oh, it's so
I
tempting
guess.
to do this, but now I'm like, oh.
I guess I roll for Tulliver. Father, no! An assassin! During the play of all things! Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
No!
Father, no! I am not ready yet to bear the crown, Father! Yeah.
The house that's known for plays and murder murdered us with their play, Father.
God damn it.
The murder and mystery house. M&Ms.
God damn it.
Yeah, the guy, there's a bag of M&Ms just next to his hand. Strewn across the
That
stage.
was
Roll
from
across
Batman.
the stage as it falls. Like, there's always a shot of someone's hand falling when they die.
Yeah. There's an art student making a black and white movie. Rosebud. But yeah, so I guess I roll for Tulliver.
And then someone rolls for Jensen to see if she escapes.
And then yes, someone's gonna roll
Am I
for
writing
Jensen.
Battle or move?
And I am spending threat.
Is she fighting or?
So it's kind
I
of
would think
yeah.
run.
It could be battle because it's whether or not she even realizes she's about to get stabbed.
She does have assassination. Does that count?
Yeah, that counts. You can do assassination. This is definitely an assassination. So I spent 3. I'm going to spend the maximum I can spend.
Like, we keep giving it to you, so I don't see why you wouldn't.
I'm going to spend 6 to give myself 3
A
dice.
fail and a pass. Glad that you spent 6. She dead. That's what she
She's
fucking
dead.
gets.
Could whiff. He could whiff. It's happened. I've been that GM and rolled garbage with 5 dice. Drives me nuts.
Yeah.
I have 1 success. I have
Oh, I thought you meant total. I
2
was like,
successes.
how?
Okay.
There you go.
She's
And
super dead.
I have 2 successes.
Okay.
So, the last second before the knife plunges into her heart, she realizes it's real, and she tries to recoil. I'm gonna
She's
say
good at her job. She's bite down the
So there
cyanide
is-
capsule. if
there
she's
is a
stabbed.
complication here. So, I'm gonna say that as she's being stabbed in the heart, she's gonna call out, "This wasn't part of the deal." Whether or not that
Oh,
See
no,
this
Jen-
stupid bitch.
Jen-
You liked her, Laura.
so good. She was doing so good for a while. Like, oh,
No, it's because
I love it
Tristan.
so-
It's because
Can I-
Tristan
can
rolled
I-
a
Can
19.
I try and as she starts talking, just because I don't even know what to say, I just try and start playing really loud, like try and play over her,
Actually,
at least to mask it a little bit, if not completely.
My suggestion, actually, on a meta level anyway, to
Yeah.
you, because you're the only one who can do anything now. We can't. We're screwed right now.
Yeah.
Is you make it part of the play, and then you have people like singing the line she just said as if it's part of it. That's not part of the deal, and then it becomes this whole thing.
I mean, instead, I think the minute I see her mouth move, I will just try and like create.
You are a
like,
better gesture.
a
You could
dramatic
guess what she
swell.
was gonna say.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just do. Well, I don't even care what she's gonna say. I'm just like she clearly, and the look on her face clearly is like like she wasn't ready. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
I don't trust whatever she's gonna say. So I'm just gonna start like a dramatic swelling
Give
of the
me-
music,
yeah.
and the other musicians know to like
Like
just
Oscared
kinda go
off.
with me. Like I'm
Speech
like,
is over.
I will allow you a communication check here.
Okay,
And I'm gonna spend threat to make it harder.
that's fair. That's fair.
I
I
spend
would
3 threat.
Okay.
You have a momentum banked.
You do have a
Yeah, I'm
momentum.
gonna do that. Communicate, and this will be probably duty because I don't want the house to get screwed over with whatever she's
Wow.
about to say.
Wow. I see Gary reaching for the keyboard.
You heard what she said.
And I get 3 dice because I'm using our one
You
moment.
do, but you can also give threat.
No.
Okay.
Because my focus is my violin is one of my focuses.
I will allow
what does
you
that
to use
do?
that. Yes.
How do I
so,
use it mechanically? When
So
I-
you click that you're using it as a focus, and then it will set
How?
it so that if you have any rolls that are equal to your skill number, that'll count as a crit. Or
But then when
lower.
I click communicate.
Yeah.
Because I can't click on the focus. Then I click duty, and that's how many dice. Oh, then it'll ask me after that for focus. Yes,
Right.
there it is. Okay, using focus. Yes, submit. How'd it go? I can't see. Uh,
Pass, fail, pass.
How'd it go? I can't see.
it was on my character sheet. I couldn't see the rolls yet.
Would you like to spend determination?
Yeah, to re-roll that 0.
Yeah. Okay.
So do I just roll 1 dice?
Roll 1 dice.
Might want to suggest something. You can reroll, because he did spend to increase the difficulty. The difficulty
2.
may by 2. So if we're lucky, the base difficulty was 1, and you just need 1. You're more likely going to need 3 or 4. So I would suggest taking one of the successes you rolled and re-rolling that with the 0. You're taking a chance, but at this point, I don't think 2 is going to get it anyway.
Yeah, but if she re-rolls that one and gets it 2, that'll be 4 successes.
Yeah.
That's true. That is
Yeah.
true. That
So
is
do
the
I type
gamble.
/roll 1d20?
No, you can actually set up the same kind of roll, just
Oh, but just roll
with
1
less
dice.
dice.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Fair. 1.
It's actually I really
You
like
roll
the
some
roll 20 functionality in this is actually
No,
really
it's
good.
worse. Oh, it got worse. Well, I mean, not really. It was still a 101. Now it's still 101.
So-
The number was worse.
So you're like da da da. Was it part of the deal? Da, and it's like fuck. But it does kind of seem like part of the performance.
Kind of helps.
Yeah, maybe it makes it a bit less like those that are really smart will still
It's
catch
not-
on, but the average person might not be like, oh,
It's
okay,
not
that-
like everyone's standing up going Jacques, you know, but it is definitely the curtain's gonna fall on the scene. And some people will tentatively get up and start clapping, looking around like, did we just see a murder? Like,
Yeah.
what is the plan from there?
I'm already
The plan is
dipping
now to
with-
play
What bastard.
ideally I'm gonna look at Tolliver and like give him like a wink and then play some really like
the theme
like
for
they
the
like
royalty.
kind of almost like slightly emotional, but also like with a bit of almost an underlying epic like the tragic score to move after someone dies, but it's clear like but you're gonna like rebuild, you're gonna do better, like things will like it's always darkest before the dawn kind of vibe, and I'm giving Tolliver the chance to like now say something and make a speech and like make himself look good in this moment and soothe the crowd that he's like, well, that may suck, but I've got your back, guys. Like House Ruckter is it's sad, but we're better. It's okay. So I'm giving him backup music, and I'm hoping he takes the hint.
Okay.
Takes his cue.
So, he is going to step in front of the stage and profess that his father is truly dead. I do not know how this could have happened, but he's going to give a speech.
Yes.
I will allow you guys to aid his role
Hell yeah.
by giving me threat,
Okay.
if you want to. Same rules apply.
Yeah, sure.
How many do you want to give him to pass off this great lie?
I mean, it's not why he was in on it. He's complicit too. And if it comes back to us, Spymaster's going to twist that all around and make it look like his plan to begin with.
But if
he can't win his own people over here, he don't deserve him anyway.
If he fires on this, though, we have a hook on this guy as deep as his heart. He is ours at this
He
point.
already fucking hates us, though.
Oh, he's gonna love. We just gave him a house.
He has mixed feelings about you guys.
But it's a house that he'll use to fucking kill the people who betrayed his dad. Why the fuck would he trust us anymore?
Good luck with that War Master that they don't have.
Yeah.
Who wants?
I will totally pay the 6.
I'm okay to give him however much threat we need for Tolliver to pull.
It sounds like
this off.
everyone except for Thomas wants to give threat.
I don't need him being indebted to the fucking people. That's gonna make it harder when we have to kill him and take the house later.
But again, we keep forgetting we don't have to. This house is not actually the problem. We just were told they were the problem, and we have to look like we care to save face. But like the person who told us that this where this all started back at the party.
Yeah, the person that told
it's
you
all
that
bullshit.
is here.
This is
Oh,
all
this was
a lie.
This is opportunistic killing. This
Yeah.
is just us taking a free shot at them.
So I'm gonna. It sounds like the majority want to spend threat.
Yeah. Tristan, hello, pleasure to meet you. Tristan Kane here. I'm in it for the power and money, and giving the power to our enemy at any point, just not a great idea.
What? We could always use another job.
So
We may
he
need to change
gives.
houses.
He gives.
There's openings now.
He gives a bit of a meh speech. It's not fantastic,
Heard you're hiring a War Master.
but he is going to try and take control. Some people. So this is the way it comes off. It comes off that maybe he was involved, maybe he wasn't, but he is in charge of this house now, kind of thing. And it's kind of like a
Perfect. That's so much better.
It's not great.
Half the people already hate you, bro. We could expose
Some of the
this
people are
and
not.
take this from you. Clean my shoes.
So as you're doing all this, you'll see Soren give you a glance, Gwendolyn, like a shrewd look, and be like, oh, his murder were there around. But yeah, so the last thing, get your Crimson Marines out of there. Mohat and the Crimson Marines are now together.
We dipping.
Give me one last check. You guys can get to the port from directly where you are. It is adjacent. So go ahead and give me that check. Who wants to roll what?
I can roll deceit to try to hide us on our way through all this chaos.
Okay.
Does that work?
I'll have you do that. Roll 1 dice, and you're going to be assisting Gary's roll.
Okay.
So do that whole normal roll like you would, but with
Just
one
set
dice.
it to 1.
Yeah. Which
I
I
know
love
that-
that you can do that. It's fucking cool.
I know that this is a strange request, but I would like to kill people on the way to the exit, but in a calculated, quiet, and stealthy way so that we don't get caught.
What do you mean?
We're not trying to sneak by, per se, but we'll sneak up, kill the guy, and then go to the next guy, kill him too, since they're watching each other's blind points.
Well, can I use espionage then?
So not a total
To
stealth.
assist that.
Yeah, so you do that, and then, you do a battle check again.
Assassination.
And I think because you're trying to be sneaky about killing people, potentially use truth. because you're like lie killing. I don't know. That's the best way I can describe it.
Truth.
False flag.
Yeah, false flag murders.
Yeah,
So
we're
she
totally
said-
we were here just to kill some guards. That's totally what the plan
GM.
was.
Battle truth.
No, Gary's going to do Battle Truth. You're going to
Oh,
do
sorry.
espionage.
Espionage.
4 successes on Battle Truth.
Hell yeah.
I see that.
These Crimson
Double twos,
Elite,
I see
let's
that.
go.
these Crimson Elite guards are so fucking gangster, bro.
Yeah, you rolled really. Oh, wow.
2 more.
Six
Come on.
successes. You guys can go ahead and bank 3 of those.
We will.
And so, yeah, you guys have 3 momentum sitting there now. You guys got to the port, whether I want you to or not. Those are some good successes.
Was I able to get any more intel as we went?
Not really.
Let's be honest.
You do see the whole
Give
house.
me your wallet.
Oh, before we get too far, I would like to mention that we are bringing the body of the one that went down.
Okay.
I don't want to be like off planet and be like, by the way, I brought that. We're like 1 scene removed. By the way, I brought
Perfectly fine. That I like that as like
Those rolls.
Crimson Marines always bring their
I-
own, no one left behind kind of thing.
I don't want people to know what the Crimson Marines actually are.
Yeah.
So I don't want to leave one behind.
Gotcha.
DM, I would like to, since we have some momentum on the board, and I like this assassin seemed to do the job I
love
wanted
that.
them to do.
Freaky.
Yeah.
I would like to spend 2 momentum to try to maintain the asset I have with the assassin, and as a sort of once you're done, read the other mem quarter, and it's like, here's your shuttle, your way off's this way.
Gotcha. So you're going to help them escape this situation too.
Yep.
And you're going to spend 2 momentum to get another assassin favor, essentially.
Yeah.
So this one will be a lot less like I owe you big time kind of thing. This is just kind
It's a
of
mini
like
favor.
yeah.
This is a low.
This was a major favor, but yeah. So now you have a minor assassin favor essentially, which you can broker into a major one in the future. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, anything really.
And so yeah, you guys do make it onto the ship. You guys do successfully pull off this coup and left this house in essentially ruins. And so that, as you guys are about to fold space back to the planet, is where we're going to end it for tonight.
Absolutely.
Perfect timing for me because I am an old woman.
But yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. This is our Dune gameplay every Wednesday, 7 to 10 usually. We had a special session tonight to keep you in the action. But yeah, I've been Johanan at RockFact on Twitter.
I'm Casualty CDG. You can find me at Casualty CDG. And of course, Jahan and I are fresh out the box on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. You name it, you find us. We're fresh out the box. And we have a podcast called Fresh Out the Podcast at all places where podcasts are available, where we talk about movies, TV shows, and anything else that we think is fun.
Tom, you're the next one. I was the one who skipped.
Oh, okay. Thanks as always, thanks for coming in and spending y'all's evening with us, watching us play some games. We love having y'all here, and thanks for letting us be a part of your evening.
And I've been 80 Springer, also known as Corbinian. You can find me on Twitter at ElectricMetCHSR or on Twitch as Corbinian. Have hopefully another stream of Star Trek Adventures Klingons on Sundays around 1:00 p.m. Eastern, as well as some early morning streams I started doing on Monday, Tuesdays, starting around 9:30 Eastern time. So that's what I'm up to. And if you want to know more, just keep an eye out on my Twitter and on Twitch.
Yeah, and I'm Laura K483 on literally all the social medias, same username everywhere. I stream Monday to Wednesdays on Twitch and then sporadically on the weekends around my schedule. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, thanks so much for being here, everybody, and we will see you soon. Have a good night.